Hi there, I'm Push Peshnaik, and I've had the privilege of working across 4 continents with some of the world's leading companies, traveling to over 65 countries. As a chartered professional engineer from Engineers Australia and an MBA from UNSW Sydney, I'm thrilled to share insights into book The Alchemist. The Alchemist, 1988, follows the story of a young Andalusian shepherd who travels to the pyramids of Egypt to find a treasure he has recurrently dreamed about. On his journey, he has to overcome multiple obstacles through which he learns valuable life lessons. Based on a 13th-century folktale, it explores topics such as following your dreams, finding your destiny, and the nature of love. About the author, Paulo Coelho is a Brazilian novelist. He is best known for writing The Alchemist, but many of his other books have become bestsellers around the world. His work has been translated into 83 languages. What's in this presentation? Discover the magic of The Alchemist for yourself. Paulo Coelho, The Alchemist. The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho is a fable about an Andalusian shepherd and his dream. It went on to sell over 65 million copies, be translated into 80 languages, and cement itself as a contemporary literary classic. What is it about this simple tale that has captured so many hearts? Perhaps it's the inspiring message about ignoring the superficial markers of success that society imposes to instead uncover and achieve your deepest held desires. Perhaps it's the cerebral yet accessible approach Coelho takes toward big themes like destiny, agency, and spirituality. Perhaps it's the deeply romantic yet resolutely unconventional love story that anchors the plot. And perhaps it's because, as the story itself contends, it's often the simplest things that are the most mysterious, resonant, and powerful. This slide uncovers the hidden meanings and rich symbols deployed in The Alchemist, and allows you to judge for yourself the source of its enduring appeal. It also offers timeless wisdom that you can apply to your own life. Dreams offer profound insights into our most significant aspirations. Dreams serve as a pathway to our most meaningful desires. Paulo Coelho's 1988 novel presents a seemingly straightforward narrative. At its core, it tells the story of Santiago, a shepherd who departs from his native Spanish countryside in pursuit of a treasure. Delving deeper, it reveals an allegory of self-discovery, embodying the journey we all must undertake to realize and fulfill our deepest desires. For Santiago, the catalyst for this journey is a recurring dream he has experienced since childhood. It is fitting that a dream propels the plot of The Alchemist. The novel explores multiple recurring themes, including omens, fate, and alchemy. However, the dream stands out as the most pivotal motif. In fact, the narrative both begins and concludes with the dream. So what was Santiago's dream? Let us first establish the setting. These details will prove important later. Santiago has spent a long day tending his flock of sheep in the Spanish countryside hills. Seeking shelter for the night, he chooses an abandoned church. The church roof is in ruins, and a sycamore tree has grown where the sacristy once stood. Santiago falls asleep beneath the tree's branches. As he sleeps, he dreams. In his dream, a child appears. She takes Santiago by the hand and transports him to the pyramids of Egypt, a place he has never visited in waking life. At the pyramids, the child informs Santiago that visiting them will lead him to a treasure. However, before she can specify the treasure's location, Santiago awakens. Convinced that the dream holds a hidden meaning, he consults a fortune teller for interpretation. She advises him that the dream indicates he should travel to the pyramids to find a treasure. Santiago is frustrated, finding this interpretation overly simplistic. The fortune teller admonishes him, asserting that in life the simplest things are often the most extraordinary, understood only by the wisest among us. Santiago decides to follow his dream. He sells his sheep and embarks on a journey to Egypt. However, his dream is also intertwined with a long-standing desire to travel. Indeed, Santiago abandoned religious studies to become a shepherd expressly to pursue freedom and travel, much to his parents' dismay. Throughout the book, dreams, whether directly or indirectly, often reflect the dreamer's truest desires. Yet, while dreams in The Alchemist serve to articulate desire, they possess a certain complexity. Shortly before Santiago begins his journey, he encounters Melchizedek. Although disguised as a shabby old man in eccentric attire, Melchizedek is in fact a magical king. Melchizedek introduces Santiago to a significant concept, the soul of the world. This concept encompasses the spiritual framework of the world, including the soul of every living and non-living entity. While this framework surrounds us, it is our responsibility to connect with it. One means by which the soul of the world communicates is through our dreams. By listening to and acting on our dreams, we begin to access the spiritual power of the soul of the world. Let us now return to that initial dream. Santiago's vision of buried treasure takes him from Spain to Africa, where thieves rob him of everything. He rebuilds his fortune by working in a crystal shop, traverses the desert with a camel caravan, becomes entangled in conflict between warring desert tribes, falls in love at a desert oasis, and encounters a genuine alchemist. At every juncture, distractions, both positive like love or wealth and negative like conflict or hardship, threaten to divert Santiago from his pursuit of the dream. However, he remains resolute and ultimately reaches the pyramids. There he notices a scarab beetle scuttling across the sand, interpreting it as an omen, so he begins to dig. As he shovels sand, two young men observe him, convinced he is burying treasure. They attack him, attempting to steal this treasure. Eventually, Santiago explains that he is digging due to his dreams. The men release him but remain scornful. One advises him against placing faith in dreams, citing his own recurring dream about visiting Spain and finding a crumbling church in the countryside where a sycamore tree grows, believing untold treasure lies there. In this way, Santiago's dream comes full circle. Upon returning home, he discovers the treasure. The fortune teller's wisdom is validated. The treasure's location was remarkably simple for Santiago to find. Yet to unearth it, he first had to embark on an extraordinary journey. Every individual embarks on a distinct journey. The universe bestows upon each of us a personal legend. Melchizedek, the king who appears as an elderly man, makes a brief yet impactful appearance in the narrative of The Alchemist. His dialogue with Santiago resonates throughout the story. Santiago's journey is largely shaped by his understanding of the concepts introduced by Melchizedek. We have previously explored the idea of the soul of the world. However, Melchizedek also advises Santiago to discover his personal legend. According to Melchizedek, everyone possesses a personal legend. It is the true aspiration one wishes to fulfill, yet few achieve this. In our youth, our personal legend is clear. As we mature, societal influences often lead us to believe that our personal legends are unattainable, encouraging us to prioritize safety and comfort. Melchizedek asserts that anyone can achieve their personal legend if they are determined. Genuine desire originates from the universe, and the universe will aid in its fulfillment. During his journey, Santiago encounters two individuals connected to his personal legend. The first is an Englishman whose personal legend is to become an alchemist. Santiago and the Englishman hold differing methods in their pursuits. Santiago learns from the world around him, while the Englishman immerses himself in literature. As they travel together, they form a friendship, challenging each other's perspectives. Through the Englishman, Santiago appreciates the value of study and reading, while he demonstrates to the Englishman that life and experience provide insights beyond any academic text. The second individual is an alchemist. Upon meeting in a desert oasis, the alchemist explains his success in becoming a true alchemist, someone who can transform materials, including turning metal into gold, by living his personal legend. Other alchemists fail because they focus solely on creating gold instead of achieving their own personal legends. Through The Alchemist, Coelho critiques those who pursue superficial gains such as wealth instead of deeper aspirations. Both The Alchemist and Melchizedek advise Santiago to listen to his heart to uncover his personal legend. Santiago, however, struggles with this as his heart is fraught with fears and concerns. His heart does not cooperate, filled with anxieties about his distant lover, overwhelmed by beauty and quickened by fear. The alchemist reassures him, stating it is a positive sign. Santiago's heart is vibrant and perceptive. He should continue to heed it. What if his heart advises him to cease his pursuit? Santiago wonders. What if it warns him of risking his accumulated wealth and relationship for a dream? The alchemist instructs Santiago to engage with his heart, providing reassurance. Ignoring his heart is not an option. Once he learns to listen, he will never cease. While receiving his heart's counsel, Santiago must also guide it when uncertain. When Santiago finally tells his heart to stay resolute and not fear suffering, his heart begins to share the wisdom of the soul of the world. Love does not equate to possession. The Alchemist is a narrative rich with meaning, offering diverse interpretations. Love symbolizes freedom rather than possession. For many, however, it remains a love story at its core. Among the novel's most captivating narrative strands is the story of Santiago and Fatima. Santiago encounters Fatima at a desert oasis where the caravan he accompanies has paused to steer clear of a brewing conflict between warring desert tribes. He first meets her at a well. She's there to fill her water jar. Santiago waits by the well each day, eager for the opportunity to converse with her. In these brief exchanges, they share their aspirations and dreams, soon leading to their engagement. Through Fatima, Coelho poses intriguing questions about love and possession. Can one truly possess what they love? And if there is no genuine love, can true possession ever exist? Every phase of Santiago's journey necessitates relinquishing things he cherishes dearly. His flock of sheep when he departs Spain, his amassed fortune when he is robbed upon arriving in Tangiers, and eventually the gold bestowed by the alchemist at the pyramids. Yet the most challenging to part with is Fatima. Santiago contemplates whether he should pursue his personal legend if it requires leaving her behind. Isn't she now part of his personal legend too? Fatima views the situation differently. Fatima advises Santiago to pursue his journey to the pyramids. She has always envisioned that the desert would bestow a great gift upon her, and she perceives that gift to be Santiago. She has become integral to his personal legend, she asserts, and if destiny wills it, she will remain when he returns. As a woman of the desert, she understands that men must depart to return. She also comprehends that if they do not return, their soul has simply transitioned elsewhere into an animal, a sand dune, or another element of the world's soul. The alchemist supports Fatima's viewpoint. If Santiago chooses to remain in the oasis, it is due to his lack of trust in his love for Fatima, or his own ability to return if he departs. Leaving Fatima and then returning is the purest expression of his love for her. Love, in its broader sense, also plays a significant role in the narrative. Coelho explores the love embodied in the universe. The scene where Santiago must demonstrate to suspicious tribesmen that he is indeed an alchemist is a compelling embodiment of this idea. The alchemist informs them that in 3 days' time the boy will demonstrate his alchemical prowess by transforming into the wind. Santiago is uncertain about how he will achieve this feat, yet he has learned to communicate in the universe's language. He requests the desert to transform him into the wind, expressing his love for a woman and his desire to return to her as a desert wind. The desert admits its inability to assist but directs him to speak to the sand, which in turn advises him to communicate with the sun. In the universe's language, Santiago speaks of love to all these natural elements. None possess the capability to aid him. Santiago realizes that these natural elements, like him, are simply endeavoring to follow their personal journeys. He is unified with them. This understanding, unfortunately, does not convert him into a gust of air. However, the desert, the wind, and the sun are so inspired by the discourse on love in the universe that they collectively generate a dramatic desert wind. In this moment, Santiago becomes a true alchemist. Embark on the captivating journey of recognizing the indicators of your destiny. It is your responsibility to follow the markers of your destiny. An inherent tension exists within the journey of the alchemist. This tension is the struggle between fate and free will. If our personal legends are predetermined by the universe, why must we exert so much effort to achieve them? Conversely, if we fail to realize our personal legends, should we not hold the universe accountable rather than ourselves? Santiago confronts these questions throughout the narrative. Ultimately, a conversation with the camel driver resolves his internal conflict. Before addressing that, let's examine another central motif: omens. In The Alchemist, omens serve as the universe's signposts. They are objects or events imbued with significance that can guide us or offer insight into the future. The story is framed by omens. At the beginning of Santiago's journey, Melchizedek provides him with 2 stones to help interpret omens. Upon reaching the pyramids, Santiago views the scarab beetle as an omen indicating the location of the buried treasure. However, the most noteworthy omen occurs when Santiago observes 2 hawks engaged in an aerial conflict. He recognizes this as an omen, foretelling an enemy tribe's impending attack on the desert oasis where he and his caravan are resting. This prediction proves accurate. These omens are depicted as the universe collaborating with Santiago to facilitate the fulfillment of his destiny. Furthermore, the phrase maktab, meaning it is written, is spoken by characters at pivotal moments in Santiago's journey, implying that the trajectory of Santiago's path is determined by fate. If we are destined to fulfill our destinies, why must we struggle to achieve our personal legends? Why do so many fail in their pursuit? What is meant to be will inevitably occur, will it not? Let us return to the camel driver. After witnessing the omen of the hawks, Santiago shares it with the camel driver. This camel driver has consulted many seers in a quest to understand his future. He recounts to Santiago that the wisest seer stated that no man can predict the future. Only God possesses that knowledge. Seers merely make educated guesses by interpreting the omens of the present. By being attentive to the omens around us, we can enhance our present and shape our future. In essence, the key to fulfilling your future destiny lies in living attentively in the present moment. Let us conclude with a brief overview of the events and themes of Paulo Coelho's novel, The Alchemist. Conclusion. Final summary. Santiago, an Andalusian shepherd, embarks on a journey to the pyramids of Egypt after a profound encounter with the enigmatic king Melchizedek, who persuades him that it is his destiny to follow the recurring dream he has had since childhood. Throughout his journey, Santiago faces numerous challenges and distractions. He is robbed and must restore his fortune by working in a crystal shop. A desert conflict further delays his progress. He encounters a scholarly yet inexperienced Englishman and falls in love with Fatima. Santiago also meets an alchemist who teaches him the significance of heeding his heart and aligning with the soul of the world. Upon reaching the pyramids, his dream is validated in an unexpected manner. The Alchemist explores themes of fate, destiny, love, and our role in the universe. Its central message is that by embracing our unity with the universe, we can accomplish remarkable achievements and fulfill our deepest aspirations.